Hi, my name is Nem Lovett, and this is my individual comprehensive assignment on movies. Before reading this chapter, movies were just something that I looked at as entertainment. However, after reading it, movies are so much more than entertainment. They're a reflection of culture, they really influence public opinion, and they evolve with advancements in media technology, and there's something that continues to evolve as we do, which I find pretty cool about them. After reading this chapter, I was able to dive into the evolution of film, and it's definitely impacted my viewing experience for the future. Being able to look at the evolution of film and how it evolved from silent film to modern blockbusters as we know it today, being able to understand the history of film really made me appreciate it that much more. Another thing that I really liked being able to read about was the business side of things and how Hollywood really influenced movies in the way that we know movies. And this chapter allowed me to realize that movies are shaped by economic forces as much as they are by creativity. However, now in our day and age, it's not so much about economic forces. Hollywood does not control all of the movies and the behind the scenes of movies and all the details of movies as it did before. Now it's more of the creativity aspect of it. But now I feel like being able to watch a movie, I'll think about whether it's purely for profit or if that director was really passionate about it and wanted to be creative and really push the boundaries and be outside of the box. The last thing that really stuck out to me that I thought was really powerful was the cultural influence of it. And for me, I absolutely love being able to read the cultural influence of every chapter and being able to understand and have a deeper understanding of how these things can influence us culturally, because at the end of the day, everything that we do, everything that we consume does have an effect on us. And one of the biggest takeaways from this chapter was how movies do influence culture and how they oftentimes reflect societal views, how films can oftentimes challenge societal norms. A great example of this is Black Panther. That is one of my favorite movies ever, and it definitely pushed societal norms. There's also different controversial movies that maybe aren't so limited to what we see it as before, and yeah, they may be controversial, but they're really pushing outside of the box. So altogether, being able to read about the film industry and throughout this chapter has definitely changed the way that I will view movies for the rest of my life. I now am able to understand the history side of it, the business side of it, the technological side of it, and even the cultural impact, which is my favorite, behind every film that I watch. Being able to move forward, I definitely will be able to look at certain movies and be able to view them from a completely different perspective and understand how movies are not only shaping the world but shaping me and my opinion as well.